upskirting,
molka,
apoyada,
تحرش جماعي.
Have you ever been at a gig or a protest or on a tightly packed train and noticed a flash go off out the corner of your eye, or heard the click of a phone camera, and suddenly you realise someone has taken a picture up your skirt or dress? We have a word for that in the UK. It's called upskirting, and it's illegal. Upskirting gained public attention back in 2017 because of the work of one campaigner called Gina Martin. Gina was at a festival when a man took a photo up her skirt. She reported it to the police, but they said they couldn't do anything about it. So Gina decided to tackle the problem herself. Her campaign was a success and upskirting became a criminal offence in England and Wales in 2019. Naming this kind of violation is helping women to achieve justice. By its second year of being in force, upskirting prosecutions had doubled. So that's here in the UK, but what terms do they have in South Korea?
Molka literally means hidden camera or sneaky camera in Korean. The expression actually originated from a local TV prank show, but now it mainly refers to this digital crime of filming someone without consent. It's a tiny little camera that is usually installed in a very small holes and even cracks, usually in the walls in women's public toilets and motel rooms. I think it was around 2010 that there's disturbing warnings about the spy cameras, which could capture your most private moments, started to make headlines in Korea. Interestingly, we've seen a shift in the language. People now feel uncomfortable using this term because it has mischievous connotations, just like a prank or game. So recently, Korean media and society have started to use this phrase illegal filming instead of molka. So that's in Korean, but what about a word in Arabic?
تحرش جماعي is an Arabic phrase that describes when a group of men assault a woman. They are divided into two circles, and in the circle that actually assaults her usually tries to sexually grope her or even rape her. And there are usually a couple of guys, they are called the outer circle, and they keep anyone from helping this woman. It is extremely organized. تحرش جماعي became a well-known phrase after Black Wednesday. It was on the 25th of May 2005. It was a tactic used to scare away female journalists and protesters who were on the streets that day. It happened again in 2011 following the fall of the Mubarak regime. This practice became more common, not for political reason, but for fun among those under 18. It still happens, not as frequent as before. However, it does still happen. It's important to name it. It gives women peace. It gives them the ability to identify what happened to them, that there are lawyers willing to file cases in court for them. Has naming it helped? Yes, it did. Is the sentencing happening in Egypt enough? No, it's not. That's a phrase in Arabic, but what about a word in Spanish?
So apoyada comes from the verb apoyar, which means to press on or to lean on. It's basically any situation in which people press up against you so you can either feel their genitals or they can feel a part of your body. And it can be on a busy commuter train, on a bus, or in a crowd, and this isn't accidental, there's intention. I've heard it used in all sorts of different ways. Se me apoyó, he or she leaned on me, me dio una apoyada, he or she gave me a press. But regardless of how we say it, at the core, it describes the same thing and also a similar tolerance to it. Una apoyada is not unusual. The scale of the problem is undeniable, and step one is acknowledging it. But you can't acknowledge something you can't name. In Mexico, because we're so close to the United States, we import a lot of their language, and we're coming up with our own, like apoyada. We're just starting to develop a vocabulary to describe our lived experience. Whether or not we use apoyada in exactly the same way across countries is not the point. The point is we're finally talking about it.